Hi everyone! Today I want to show you my watercolor journal. Normally I do a lot of journaling in my Midori style traveler's notebook, which is this one. I've done a flip through of it, so if you're interested, please check out my other video. This is my second one. So I made this notebook. I believe it's a Moleskine style notebook, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I saw a tutorial on YouTube of how to make the Moleskine style notebook. I forgot the the original video, but I'm sure if you just type in tutorial Moleskine notebook, I believe you'll find a lot of them. I really like, I have one, the original Moleskine notebook, and I really like the idea, but the paper is, I think it's a little bit too thin even to write on. So I decided to make one myself, also with watercolor paper, because I'm going to do just the watercolor journal on this one, no scrapbooking or anything. It's to practice and to learn. The paper I use for this notebook is Canson cold press 300. Actually, I used 200 grams. This one is 300. So I think it's a little bit. It's less thick than the Arche paper, because this is actually my favorite paper in cotton. I like to do a lot of like big paintings, portraits and stuff on it, but I think it might be a little bit too thick to make a notebook. I don't know, I've never tried. Maybe I'll do it next time with the Arche paper. So this one, I use this soft leather for the cover, and now I'm kind of regretting it because I don't think I had the correct leather. I think this leather is to make clothes like jackets and stuff. So actually it was kind of a bad idea to use because it's kind of stretchy and soft, and also if I rub it on the on my table, it kind of screeches a lot, and I really hate that voice. But anyways, maybe next time I'll try to use tissue or other kind of leather to make it. But for now, I think it's okay for me to use. So in this journal, I put in a lot of paintings that I want to try, and also I do some color experiments. And most importantly, I jot down notes of things to pay attention, or things I want to remember when I paint. For example, I saw this lovely rose the other day on maybe Instagram, and I think it's really nice, so I try to do it myself. And then while I paint, I have, sometimes I have questions, sometimes I have things that I want to learn, so I put it next to the painting, so maybe I can go back sometimes and read it. And also I always write down the date of when I do each painting, so that I can kind of see the progress I make. And so I do love doing the color experiment. I'm currently using this watercolor set, Cinity. It's a travel box, I believe. It's really nice. I love the color. It's very bright and a lot more intense than other. I was using the Winsor Newton, although this is really great too. You can see this is I think it's 24 color, also a travel box, which is really nice too. But lately I've been painting with Cindy color, and here I just practice my paint wash, variegated wash, and some wet on wet, wet on dry techniques. And also I do some, because I am reading this book called 30 Minutes Colin Landscape Watercolor, which I think is really helping. So I like to try a lot of the things that I read on the book, and I write down things also from the book, so that, because sometimes I tend to forget after I read it. And so when I read the book, I like to get my watercolor journal and then try some of the paintings on the book and techniques like this, splattering lines. So I think I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun doing it. And I also take this notebook sometimes to for a plein air painting, which is this painting. I've done it on a plein air, and I think it's really nice to do plein air, but I don't get to, because sometimes I got too many notebooks. Sometimes I like to take the traveler's notebook, and then I take this, and I don't want to carry a lot of books, so it depends what kind of painting I'm doing today. And I think if you're really into watercolor, it's best to always paint on real watercolor paper. And here I'm doing, and also whenever I get some new colors, I like to try it and try to mix them. And I do a lot of freestyle paint washes. I really like doing them, although it doesn't look very nice on my notebook. But anyways, I had fun doing it. And here is when I try to do some paintings of seaside landscape. Also the paintings that I've seen on the book, and I like to try, so that maybe one day if I try to do a plein air painting of a seaside landscape, I can take this and I can go back to see how I can do the different kind of things like clouds, texture of the rocks and mountain, and I like to make little small paintings just to make the watercolor a bit neat. And I also love doing color wheels. I think all the beginners should know how to mix secondary colors or tertiary colors with primary colors. So, but I also did it just for fun. And here I do a lot of washes to see how I can get different kind of variegated wash. For example, sometimes I try to do this kind of wash, and I end up with this, or it could be just anything I want to do it and I can't. So I try to practice the control of the brush and also the amount of the water I use, which can be very tricky sometimes when it comes to watercolor. And also I try to do landscape paintings just for this journal for now. Then I see some photos a friend sent me or on the internet. I try to do it here. And this, I don't know what this, I think it's sky that I tried to do the other day. I saw it, it's really beautiful, and I didn't take a picture, so I try to remember it in my head, and wanted to do it, but I don't know, for some reason I didn't finish. I'll probably come back to this and finish that. And these are some landscape paintings that I try. When I do paintings, small paintings like this, sometimes I like to use the I don't know what you call it, like watercolor tape, to tape down the shape of the frame so that I end up with a painting with very neat edges, which is nice for, I guess, for watercolor journal. You can get this in any art supply store, I guess. I got mine at Cultura. Sometimes I do that, and then there are times I just draw down the frame with pencils, and it might not be as neat as this one, but it's just for practice, so I guess I'm okay with that. And I try to mix different kind of colors with green, which is the dominant color when it comes to uh, landscape painting, sorry. And so this is a lot of fun too. Every time I do that, I can remember the colors, which colors make which kind of green, and I think it'll really help me a lot when I will be outside painting. And sometimes I also note down the time that I paint each painting, because I'm such a slow painter, so I would like to paint a little faster. And here I just saw it, this painting that is really lovely, all the colors, and I try to like do it myself and see what it'll look like. I don't remember the original artist's name, but if I find it, I'll put it down below in the link. And I guess that's it. That's everything I have on my watercolor journal. Sometimes I do it on the arch paper, and I cut it off and I put it in. Maybe I'll try to tape it so that it doesn't fall off later on. So that's everything. I started making the watercolor journal a couple of weeks ago, and I'm really enjoying it. And I think I will keep updating it and also upload the videos. So I hope you enjoy it. Bye.